pickup station and block the runway wind shear. In which case I will have control stopping, dashboard thrust reverse, auto brake or manual braking. We'll stop on the runway, we'll vacate if we can, and you can just advise ATC stopping, stand by.
Copy.
Right. Before V1 as briefed, after V1, it will be a flap 1 profile. The emergency is Skype off, initially straight ahead, runway track 25 miles into the hold. Okay, so we are on the Echo 190 today, Yankee Alpha Lima. So we are flying to Port Elizabeth from Johannesburg. We're going to climb out to 58,000 feet. We'll just check our weights, about 58,000 feet. And in flight time, approximately 1 hour 50 minutes there. So we're expecting, as you can see, it's nice clear skies, well, relatively clear skies here in Johannesburg. On the route, also expecting clear skies, and also PE, we're expecting relatively clear skies there. Right, before tax checklist.
Okay, before tax checklist is car equipment.
That's removed.
Sled flap.
1.
Flight controls.
Perfect.
Okay, before tax checklist is complete.
Alright.
Back on 1.
No change.
Takeoff, okay.
Okay, before takeoff checklist.
Alright, before takeoff checklist, please.
Brake temps.
This green.
ICAS messages.
Understood.
And takeoff configuration.
Checked.
Before takeoff checklist is complete. V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
On up magenta.
Acceleration altitude.
Up sequence.
Johannesburg radar link 797 November, passing 6,400 feet. Good morning.
Link 797 November, good morning. Under radar control, climb to flight level 150.
What about
186 and 1825, Kenya 760. 16025. 16025, Kenya 760.
sled flap 0?
Off check.
Off takeoff checklist, landing gear up, sled flap 0 after takeoff checklist is complete.
Link 797 November, Johannesburg, good day to you. Turn right direct to Tuxo and climb to flight level 380.
Okay, 0852, top
It's
of
off
line.
magenta.
Ever.
So we've just reached our cruise altitude of 58,000 feet. We're cruising at 0.79 Mach. And yeah, all looks good. You can see the weather outside. Pretty good, no summer weather. Our routing currently, we just passed at Tuxo. So there's our whole routing from Johannesburg all the way to Port Elizabeth. And we just passed at Tuxo there. So you can see we're going to enter about Free State East area, a little bit of Lesotho, over Lesotho there. And then we're going to go into the Eastern Cape, round about there. And probably at about this position we'll start our descent for Port Elizabeth. At this stage, the wind is pretty calm in Port Elizabeth. We'll get an update as we get closer to our top of descent point. And then we'll decide finally on the runway to use in Port Elizabeth.
Link 797 November, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QH 1019.
Port Elizabeth, Bravo Zulu from India, Bravo Zulu, good day.
Bravo Zulu, approach, Gregor.
Sunday River.
PW Factory 2,000 feet, request inbound to Port Elizabeth, India, Bravo Zulu.
Link 797 November, descent altitude 3,000. Link 797 November, thank you. Radar control terminates and you can contact tower now, 118.1, cheers.
Link 797 November, tower today, runway 26, surface wind now 030 degrees, 8 knots, clear to land.
Landing checklist.
Okay, land checklist, land gear,
Down 3 minutes.
slide flap.
5.
Land checklist is complete. Cabin seat.
Come out 500 feet stable.
Minimums. $200. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Auto brake.
60 knots.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Link 797, vacate right, Alpha Way convenience, Yankee Alpha Lima, standing by your bay.
Alright everybody, so we've just arrived in Port Elizabeth, we've just pulled into the bay, we'll be disembarking now, get everything ready for the next flight, refuel all of that, and then get the next passengers on board, and then we'll be on our way back to Johannesburg. V1, rotate. Push the flap.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Link 798 Charlie Grey, radar identified on departure, on Charlie checked under radar control. Climb to flight level 150, right turn, position 8 kit.
Okay, autopilots.
Autopilot.
So as you can see here, we're just by Ockman. We departed off runway 26 in Port Elizabeth down at the bottom here. We did a left-hand turn, climbed up to initially 7,000 feet, and then we got instructed to go to Itkits, and then from there, now we're just en route to Johannesburg. For Johannesburg itself, we're expecting to do the Standerton 1 Charlie 4 runway 03. I've already planned the descent for that, so as you can see here on the actual map itself, there's our routing. Lesotho area is going to be over there. Nice high in Drakensberg. Our highest point in the country actually is 13,400 over the Lesotho Highlands, which we'll probably see in about 35 minutes from now.
Okay, so we are flying back to Johannesburg now. I did the flight to Port Elizabeth and my first officer is doing the flight back, so I'm pilot monitoring at this stage. So the duties for pilot monitoring, we've got different flows in flight to do, and then also in flight it will be your duty to read the checklist while the pilot flying will respond to it. And then we also keep a log of our fuel and times with our route log to see that we are keeping on time, the winds aren't different, the fuel, we're not losing fuel. If there was a fuel leak, you'll pick it up. So we're keeping a log of that. And then it will also be my duty to get weather at our destination and to communicate to our operations, just for parking bays and so forth. So I'm going to get the weather in the next minute or two for Johannesburg, and then Sneeuw can do his decent planning and set up everything for his approach and landing.
798 Charlie, descent available 290.
Half Magento.
Johannesburg at SFF 15 with Delta.
Angola 581, good day 2, radar contact.
Radar contact Angola 581.
To the 415 Delta checks.
Well, 11003 right, 107.
Papa Delta, turn right heading 100.
Right heading 100, pop top ups.
Being 798 Charlie, good day, runway 03 right, let's land, surface wind, light and variable.
Just land runway 03 right, it's Yankee Alpha Lima and parking bay is Alpha 9, next to Nigel.
Okay, disconnecting autopilot.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Minimums. $200. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Auto brake.
Alright everybody, we've just arrived in Johannesburg in the bay. We'd like to thank you for flying with us, Airlink P to Johannesburg. Enjoy.